Where did young girls run around pretending to be bears in the ancient world? If you guessed Attica, you are right. Welcome back to this series on the Greek-speaking world in antiquity. Today, we are doing part 2 on Attica, rites and rituals. Okay, so we don't exactly know if young girls were running around like bears at the Artemis of Brauron temple, but on Attica's eastern coast, the sanctuary of Artemis was a center for female rites of passage, and there is some evidence that young girls were maybe reenacting bears, because here, elite Athenian girls known as arktoi, which meant little bears, participated in these rituals of transition before marriage, including dance and offerings. Archaeologists have recovered hundreds and hundreds of votives, even some wooden artifacts, depicting girls in motion and domestic life. This is very rare visual insight and evidence into girlhood and childhood in general and ritual and females. So it's really exciting stuff. To the west lay Eleusis, which was the site of the Eleusinian mysteries, a cult of Demeter and Persephone, which offered this hope of an afterlife. Pilgrims would walk the sacred way from Athens to Eleusis, and that culminated in rites held within the Telesterion, which was this huge ceremonial hall. So the rites were secret, it was a mystery cult, but they probably involved symbolic reenactments of Persephone's descent and then return. Another aspect of myth in Attica were herms. These were phallic boundary markers of Hermes, and they stood on roads and in neighborhoods, and they were apotropaic, so they believed to guard against evil. But they were mass mutilated in 415 BCE, which sparked this huge political crisis. It was seen as a sacrilegious attack on the city's divine protection, which led to widespread panic, religious investigations, and the eventual exile of the general Alcibiades, who was accused of involvement. My name is Katie, I'm an archaeologist. Follow for more in this series, and stay curious, but stay critical.